Welcome live to Spring Hill, everyone. We're on campus at Bishop McLaughlin Catholic High School. Basketball fans, this is the moment that we have all been waiting for. It has arrived. The regular season tips off tonight. Bishop McLaughlin playing host to the Knights from Clearwater Academy International. Welcome aboard alongside my partner Jason Powers. I'm Tom James. Jason, this is the night that we have long been waiting for. The games finally count. The regular season is upon us.
No more practice, no more conditioning drills. We weren't sure we were going to get to this point tonight with all the stuff going on in the world, but so it's a joyous night for everybody. Win or lose, it's a joyous night for all of us, you and I included. We're getting to do a game. We weren't sure we were going to do games, so it's very joyous. I think we've got a good matchup tonight. We got a lot of size on the court. We got a lot of, you got Bishop McLaughlin with a lot of expectations going into this year, and you have Clearwater Academy International. We're gonna talk about. They have a lot of international flavor on the team. A lot of kids from out of the country.
Very much so. Very much so.
See how this goes.
Well, you can see the excitement with these kids. You can see it on their faces, the coaches as well. They are excited to finally play basketball games that count. As we've got Clearwater Academy International in the dark uniforms, Bishop McLaughlin in the white unis. The Knights with the basketball. Look at this hounding defense on the perimeter from Anthony Davis Jr. And a rejection inside by Dylan Mitchell.
You're going to see a lot of pressure out of Bishop on the defensive end, a lot of motion offense on the offensive side. They got a lot of size. Mitchell, Davis Jr. going to be tough to deal with in the post.
They get it underneath the Webster. Good defense, but another chance by Davis. Ball knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Hurricanes.
Again, you're going to see, if you look at Bishop on offense, you're going to see a lot of high-low. You're going to see Mitchell and Davis trying to roll around the lane, lobs, back doors, that kind of thing. Some UCLA high-low that you're accustomed to seeing.
Try to utilize that size and athleticism. The lob pass down low. Mitchell
missed a nice block.
0 for 3 and a block in there by Tombe Patia.
Nice
and
block.
A rejection on the perimeter by Kasuk.
This Clearwater team, they've got some length shown on the first defensive possession.
And a three ball from the wing. Quentin Watson knocks it down, and it's the Knights on the board first.
Coach Bailey said they're going to shoot a lot of threes on offense. They're going to play a lot of man-to-man on defense. So look for a high-energy, high-pressure game on both ends.
They're spinning and working it down to Matt Webster in the paint. Working it off the glass. And finally a bucket. Anthony Davis Jr. after the Hurricanes had missed their first 5 shots. And Bishop McLaughlin on the board.
Steal, look out.
And a steal. Davis Jr. throws it down with authority.
And you're going to see a lot of pressure on the ball. They're not going to play in the zone. They're going to play man-to-man.
Free ball, this time no good. A little more than 2 minutes gone here in the opening quarter. Webster taking it to the rack and scoring.
No. Wow.
They are going to wave the basket off. Touched in the cylinder, says the official.
I think he might have touched the rim, actually. I think
the officials are discussing this.
It looked like he touched the rim, maybe not the ball. No basket.
They are going to wave it off.
Hit the rim. He grabbed the rim. That's what we thought. He didn't touch the ball. If you hit, you cannot lodge the rim while the ball's on the cylinder. It's a good call by the official there.
Yep. So Webster's basket is negated, and they throw down the floor.
Chernovsky.
Rejection inside as Kasuk wanted to take it to the 10.
Chernovsky's their best player, according to Coach Bailey. He's the big three-point shooter. As you're going to document, Tom, a lot of Canadians on this team, a lot of kids from Canada. Chernovsky's from Serbia, so you're going to have, again.
Darian Kasuk, junior guard, 6'2", misses on the first free throw. 2 players on this roster for Clearwater Academy International from the United States, from the Clearwater area. Everyone else from abroad.
Yes.
Out of control as Mitchell loses the handle.
Some of these college teams you see, I know throughout the year, have a lot of international kids. I haven't seen this many international kids on a high school team ever.
Incredible, incredible. It kind of reminds me of when you broadcast the Florida International University games. And look at the press.
Yep.
Starting
nice
to
breaking it.
pound Clearwater a little bit.
Nice
Inside. Nice move. Second effort. No good from Patia.
If there is a point guard for this team for Bishop, it's probably Javi Barber right there, number 13. They like to play a lot of up-tempo, a lot of positionless basketball. You're going to see a lot of guys handling the ball. Not a true point guard like you see on some teams, but Barber would probably be that guy for Bishop.
True. He started as point guard tonight, but a lot of hybrid players, like you mentioned, that can play multiple positions.
Both teams, too. Coach Bailey from Clearwater said this exact same thing. We're a positionless team.
Yep.
That's where basketball is going these days, as you know, in the college world and the NBA world.
A microcosm of the state of the game these days. On the other end of Mitchell.
A little out of control.
Pull up. Finney, no good. Mitchell was there with the left hand. So the Hurricanes with 6 unanswered points. On top 6-3. All loose underneath, and the bucket scored by Panome. Isaiah Panome, 6'8" junior. A lot of size for him, and he's already been a problem for Bishop down low.
One thing you're going to see Bishop do, they're going to try to block a lot of shots, which is going to leave the offensive rebounding lanes open for a guy like Panome and Kasuk.
3 from the top. Davis is short. There's Mitchell with an easy rebound.
Mitchell's the transfer from Pasco County. This is his first year at Bishop. Very quality addition to this roster. Tall, lanky, and is very skilled.
Inside and a foul, and Webster will shoot free throws.
I think that's going to go on Kasuk.
Nope. And that'll be on Panome. The 6'8" junior Isaiah Panome. And that will put Matt Webster on the free throw line. Webster, a 6'8" power forward, as you talked about the high school transfer from Pasco. Really a type of a player, again, a hybrid. Can do so much inside.
Long and lanky.
Yeah, but can also step out and shoot the three-point shot, as Coach Derrick Sharp of Bishop McLaughlin has bragged about. He's so excited to have a guy like that. Misses both free throws.
Early, Bishop is dominating on the offensive boards. Clearwater's having a tough time getting that rebound.
And Jason, you mentioned the offensive boards, and they haven't been able to turn them into a lot of points just yet.
James Wani in the game, the big sixth-man specialist kind of for Clearwater. So he's another kid from Canada as well.
Keep an eye on this Bishop McLaughlin press. The Hurricanes will drive you crazy for 94 feet.
Good look, nice look by Watson.
Beautiful pass underneath, and the bucket from Patia. And 4 in a row. The Knights are back in front momentarily until Davis scores at the rim.
Good look. Oh, that should be goaltending.
And that one's going to be counted as Anthony Davis Jr., after scoring, sprints down the floor to try to make a defensive play.
Nice land by Ternovsky. Davis with a quick 6 points in his first 4.5 minutes. But again, Ternovsky's their big scorer, so they got to get him involved. Nice job transitionally getting down the court and laying it up.
And you see this fevered pitch to this game already, the pace, with the Knights on top of Bishop McLaughlin 9-8 as we tick towards the 3-minute mark here in the first quarter.
It'll be interesting to see how many players Clearwater plays depth-wise. First game, obviously, guys are excited. Their conditioning level may not be exactly where it needs to be, where they'll be a couple weeks from now, but we'll see.
Underneath. As Chris Cruz took a spill, but draws the foul.
Patia with his first foul.
Cruz at the free throw line. Sort of a small forward type player.
Yep,
Cruz
he's
is.
a 2 guard, 2 or 3 on the position chart.
And Coach Sharp was telling us that he loves to battle underneath. Really likes to mix it up. Doesn't shy away from
contact.
Tough competition on the contact down low.
I bet these practices, this Bishop team, with all these big guys banging in these practices are pretty intense.
Mm-hmm. He's on another offensive rebound by Bishop McLaughlin from Mitchell. And another foul.
James Wani with the push. You gotta play positional defense if you're Clearwater. You cannot allow all the offensive rebounds and second chance opportunities. This is where Bishop will kill you with all the size.
And they throw over the top and a little bit too much. As Kasuk is able to track it down.
Nice follow.
Tip back up and in from Isaiah Pernone. So a turnover, sloppy pass that time by the Hurricanes, leads to points for the Knights.
And the one issue you have when you don't have a true point guard is a little bit of the up and down turnover, a little too free flowing sometimes, where you turn the ball over a little bit.
Back the other way, a circus move, no good from Watson. And here comes Mitchell. Rocks the rim once again. Dylan Mitchell has come to play in the season opener.
That's a reach, good call. That's a good call. Chris Cruz with the reach in.
So it'll be Quentin Watson, who's their primary point guard, is on the free throw line for Clearwater Academy International. And knocks down the first one to stretch the lead to 2. 2 minutes, 4 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter of the opening game of the season for these two teams.
Bishop played in this national bubble series. They had a couple preseason games. They lost to a team that you're familiar with, Orlando Christian Prep, who's a very highly rated team in the state of Florida, in a close game.
Won a lot of those games and were competitive in the games that they did not win, the players here from largely from
It's a good
Bishop
test for them.
McLaughlin.
It's
right.
a great preseason test for them.
Yep.
To kind of see where you're at. And again, I think this is going to be, start of the regular season for both these teams. So, and right now we got a pretty even game through almost a quarter.
Mitchell just saw the opening and slashed all the way to the hole, weaving through the defense. Nice effort to come back is Tarnovsky. Darko Tarnovsky.
Got 4.
Yeah,
all 12 of the points by Bishop, 6 for Mitchell and 6 for Anthony Davis. So would like to see a little more balanced scoring, but again, go with who's hot right now, I guess.
And that's what we've come to expect. Those two are their main scorers. Mitchell gonna pull up from the blocks and knock it down. Dylan Mitchell with 8 now.
Remember, Tom, Bishop's best player, Emmanuel Sharp's not even playing.
And Mitchell blocks the long 3, knocks it out of bounds. But yes, you talked about Emmanuel Sharp, the son of the head coach Derrick Sharp, is still a couple of weeks away.
Hand injury, highly recruited player. So this team will even morph into an even better squad in a couple more weeks when Emmanuel's back.
They lob it inside, and that was a dangerous pass all the way.
Nice deflection by Will Willard into the game for Bishop, creating the steal.
So Dylan Mitchell kicking it out to Barber. They work it around. Up top, here's Will Willard and knocking down a 3-point shot. Willard's first points and a timeout.
No violation. We got an inbounds violation by Clearwater.
So some sloppy play from the Knights. And it's going to be Coach Sharp that will use the timeout with 46.4 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. And they have taken a 2-point lead with the big 3 from Willard.
Yes, this has been a good start. A very entertaining first quarter. We've got a great crowd on hand here for opening night. Obviously, we got the Buccaneers playing Monday Night Football here in a little bit here in Tampa. But thanks for joining us here on YouTube, and check us out. Then you can go to the Monday night game when we're done. And like I said, great crowd here on campus. Want to give a shout out to the Bishop McLaughlin football team. They lost in the state championship over the weekend in their classification. But a great job by Kenny Stills as the new first-year coach.
And a lot going on in this at this school with athletic director Rex DeVries doing so much positive stuff for all of the athletic programs here. And
this basketball team's been overhauled in the last couple of years with Coach Sharp coming on board and all these great players coming in. So it's a great job by the athletic director Rex and the coaches in morphing this program into a competitive program in the state of Florida.
And they have quickly become very competitive with some of the other great programs. And there's
Watson very active for Clearwater on defense. I like this.
Under half a minute. In the lane. Willard gonna pull up from 18 feet. Is trapped over there on the far side. 10 seconds left. A three is short. The Hurricanes have got to hurry. 3 seconds at midcourt. Got to put it up. It'll count if it goes. So a back and forth, wild first quarter to start the 2020-2021 high school basketball season here in Spring Hill at Bishop McLaughlin Catholic High School. The home court Hurricanes leading 17-15 over Clearwater Academy International. And it's really been Dylan Mitchell's game to shine in so far, Jason.
8 quick points in the first quarter. Anthony Davis with 6. You got Will Willard with the 1-3. For Clearwater, you had Ternovsky with 4 points, Quentin Watson with 4 points, and Isaiah Panone with 4 points as well. So a little more balanced scoring for Clearwater, and again, I think talking to Coach Bailey, he needs those 3 guys to score. He needs Watson, he needs Ternovsky to score for this to be a competitive game, and they're doing a good job through 1 quarter.
Absolutely, and we talked about head coach Derrick Sharp for the Hurricanes in his first season, a guy with a lot of coaching pedigree. Many
played at USF.
He was a star with the Bulls at USF, then played and coached overseas for many, many years. In fact, was an assistant coach over in Israel for a time under former Cleveland Cavaliers head coach David Blatt. So certainly a lot of high basketball IQ, a lot of knowledge in the coaching world, and he's just the guy that Bishop McLaughlin
knows the game. Yeah, he knows the game. He's coached at several high schools in the Tampa Bay area. I think that's where he's gotten a relationship with some of these kids at, throughout his AAU circuit, throughout the high school circuit. So
Pete Alexandro, the head coach for the Knights from Clearwater Academy, on the other sideline. He is in his first year as well. We had a nice talk with him before the game. He's been a coach in the high school ranks around the Tampa area for a number of years. There's Willard again for 3. Not this time. He's 1 for 3 from outside.
2-on-1. Nice take.
Nice take. And a foul is committed by Willard as Quentin Watson scores the bucket and will have a chance at a 3-point play.
Watson just overpowered Willard, taking it to the rack. Very aggressive, very strong, and a great finish. Drawing the contact. I like this Quentin Watson player. He's a very good defender, very aggressive on the offensive end, kind of your prototypical 2-guard.
And Watson completes the traditional 3-point play and gives the Knights a 1-point lead. They go to Willard. He's not shy, and he hits his second 3-pointer of the game.
He is clearly their spot-up shooter. He's going to be the guy that's going to get a lot of open looks because of so much attention. It's going to be on Mitchell and Anthony Davis. He should get a lot of looks.
He's got the green light and a foul underneath, and this one's going to go against Matt Webster as Patia challenged him, taking it all the way to the hole. Of course, Patia missing on the first free throw. A smattering of fans here, a limited number of fans, obviously masks being
Social
worn by the
distancing.
fans, social distancing, all the CDC guidelines that Bishop McLaughlin Catholic High School is very
Conscious
important to
of.
them, and they're very conscious of making sure that all the players, the students, and the
We had our
support staff
temperatures
and
checked on
parents.
the way in.
Absolutely.
So good job by the high school and the administration keeping up with all the things that are going on.
Yep.
Good
They
skip
whip it
pass.
around. Willard, can he do it again? Not this time. And Mitchell missing on the dunk attempt putback.
Well, he almost brought the house down with that one.
And a one and done. A quick out for Clearwater. And here comes Mitchell. This time it counts. Mitchell is punishing that rim here in the first half.
Mitchell is a high flyer.
And Mitchell down on the other end.
Wow.
It's Webster with the block. My goodness.
He is. Coach Sharp has compared Mitchell to Scottie Pippen, which he's got that same long. I mean, he is a high flyer,
Yeah.
a good ball handler, just very unselfish. And you can see he can deliver the hammer when he needs to.
No doubt about it. Unlike Pippen, though, Mitchell takes a backseat on this team to nobody.
No, there's no
There's
MJ.
no MJ out
No.
there. So.
No.
As Patia makes the first free throw. You know, we talked about Mitchell, Jason, and his offers from D1 programs are many. A lot from the SEC. We have Florida, Ole Miss, Texas
FSU,
A&M.
yep, USF, FSU.
Yep, couple of
You'll see him
ACC
playing
schools.
big-time college basketball, no doubt. And he's only a junior.
And who else but Mitchell again? This young man lives above the rim.
All you college coaches that can't be out recruiting, you should be watching the stream because he's putting on a show so far.
Folks, remember that name, Dylan Mitchell. He is something special. And the lead has surged to 5, largest lead of the game now for the Hurricanes at 24-19. And they turn it over. Clearwater
Kasuk
Academy
got
again.
a little panic there trying to get the ball in bounds, and he stepped into the court. So, coach not real excited with Kasuk and his out of bounds play there.
Mitchell feeling it right now.
Nice
And a
steal by Watson.
Watson.
He's not going to be shy.
Oh, Mitchell, as Watson tried to get a little too creative with that one, and Mitchell would have none of it with the big block.
He knew the trees were coming to try to
Yes.
pin that layup. That's why he went up and under the basket for the reverse layup. Take it right into the body of the big fella. Make the official blow the whistle.
Here's Kasuk.
Nice take. Oh, look out.
Oh, and Anthony Davis. Oh, yeah. Anthony Davis Jr.
And the foul.
And he has brought this place to its feet. As if Mitchell had inspired him. As this an inter-squad dunk contest here tonight, and
that was contested too.
Absolutely.
That was a good job contesting that dunk. Even though he fouled, that was a pretty good job contesting that dunk, and he still delivered.
and shot at a
Brought the
traditional
bench to
three-point
their
play.
own bench erupted, as did the crowd.
7-point lead now for the Canes, and Willard almost with a steal.
Chernovsky, easy. Got a jump ball,
Guys getting a little competitive over there is what you would expect in the opening game, and it will
Alternating possession stays with
basketball
Clearwater.
be with Clearwater. That's right. How about Anthony Davis Jr. with the big jam? And
the official doing a good job there, control. They got a little frisky there with on the jump ball, and he told everybody, hey, let's stop on the whistle.
Patia has it taken away.
That's really not Patia's strength, is dribbling.
Davis scores inside, and he's got 4 in a row. And a timeout is called for by Coach Alexandro of the Knights. And all of a sudden, Anthony Davis has come alive, and the lead has ballooned to 9 now for the Hurricanes. Jason, do you think this team's going to be fun to watch this year?
Oh, man, I mean, they got 2 high flyers, and again, we're not even talking about Emmanuel Sharp, who's not here, but Davis, Mitchell, you got the little three-point shooting with Willard, so you got a lot of good offensive opportunity, a lot of threats in different parts of the court that can kill you. And again, if you're playing Bishop, you have to keep them out of transition. They will kill you if it's a transition type of game, in my opinion. Make them play half-court basketball. And that's where Clearwater has got to not have these non-shooting turnovers.
So much talent on this team. And hey, give Clearwater a lot of credit.
They're hanging in there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, such an international team, this Clearwater Academy International program, with 6 players hailing from Canada.
And again, they probably haven't had a ton of chemistry of playing together, so they're getting used to that. You got another turnover here. Here we go.
Davis ahead, and a reverse jam. Joshua Watkins' turn. Look out as Mitchell steals it. Back for 3. Finney, no. Mitchell is there to throw it down.
And another timeout.
Hello, basketball fans.
If this doesn't get your attention, Tom, I don't know what will.
You're
used to this down in Dunk City.
I think there's a new Dunk City. I do a lot of Florida Gulf Coast basketball games in what they call Dunk City. And I haven't seen anything quite like this for a long time. Man. This is very impressive. Yes. We'll take a quick break. It's 32-19 Hurricanes with 4:34 remaining, second quarter. Woo. Welcome back to Spring Hill. We're at Bishop McLaughlin Catholic High School. And the hometown Hurricanes have busted open what was a close game for a quarter. They lead it 32-19 midway through the second.
Dylan Mitchell leading the way with 14. I think we've had 5 dunks already in a quarter and a half.
Well, we've got more than that. We've got at least 6 because Mitchell has 5.
Okay. And I know Watkins had one.
Davis has one, so I think it's
Watkins had one.
Yeah,
you're right. My bad.
And inside the bucket from James Wani, who is their designated 6th man off the bench.
Again, if you're Clearwater, you got to make Bishop play in the half court. Make them shoot jumpers, and you got to and you got to crash the glass and defensive rebounds.
Here comes Davis along the baseline.
Nice job there by Clearwater. Good job.
And ball. Watkins had the foot on the end line.
Make these high flyers shoot jumpers. Don't give them a free run to the lane because they're going to kill you if they get in the lane.
Well, each one of these teams played 2 preseason exhibitions. And Both schools went 1-1 in those exhibitions.
Nice take.
A floater in the lane knocked out of bounds, and it was last touched by Finney, so it'll stay with the Knights. Bishop McLaughlin defeated Leesburg by 20. They lost to defending state champs Orlando Christian Prep by 12 just the other day.
Good job keeping the ball alive there by Clearwater, and turned over.
And Mitchell's got it. Mitchell on the run. They got a 3-on-2. From the corner, Finney, no good. Barber with the rebound. Finney gonna try it again. Tapped out, and the Knights control.
Coach Alexandro said they're not going to slow it down. They're going to go up tempo no matter what. So we'll see if that turns into a negative for them. But
well, you see what is beginning to happen though with Bishop McLaughlin is it's the 94 feet that will wear opponents out as the season progresses.
And they're playing a lot of guys. Coach Sharp's going 3 or 4 deep into the bench. So you're going to play 8, 9, 10 guys.
So if you've got that many guys that are good and they're rotating, they're always going to be fresh. As Kasuk makes the first free throw to cut it to a 10-point game.
Cruz in for Willard. I'm sorry, for Barber. Cruz in for Barber, excuse me.
As Kasuk makes both. 9-point game as we tick towards the 3-minute mark.
Good job by Alessandro calling the timeout. They've stabilized a little bit the last minute or so. They've gone on a little 4-0 run here.
Watkins into the corner. Go underneath. Davis back outside. Watkins gives it up.
Nice job.
And Mitchell has it rejected.
Nice contest by Patia.
All the way, and a wild shot to draw the foul. Quentin Watson will go back to the free throw line.
Clearwater has some size that they can, if they'll just play good positional defense, they can. Coach A.D. Rex getting a little excited with the officiating.
Yeah. Well, you know, and Coach Alessandro told us before the basketball game that he is, you know, much like Bishop McLaughlin, certainly likes the pace, and that's what he likes. He likes tempo, shoot a lot of threes, mix it up defensively, but no half-court offense for them either.
Yeah.
All the way with it, and in the lane. Nice Cruz bucket from Chris Cruz. Quickly the other way, and scoring.
More transition defense by Bishop there. They let Panome leak out uncontested. The one thing when you have so many high flyers and you have so many layups and dunks, is sometimes you get a little lazy in transition defense. To get back, you want to celebrate the dunks, and you don't want to get back. So Bishop's got to get back on defense.
Darko Ternovsky whistled for the foul.
Willard back in for Finney.
Dylan Mitchell, the junior, 6'8".
Remember, high school rules
inbound the basketball.
High school rules were playing 4 8-minute quarters.
Cruz with it.
Nice look.
Mitchell, nice pass to Davis.
Good deflection there by Kasuk. Getting his hand in there.
Stay with the Hurricanes. You can just kind of tell that Clearwater Academy trying to catch their breath a little bit with this pace.
They've stabilized. I'll give them credit. They were down 13-14. They cut it to 8.
Free ball from the corner is good from Finney. That's been a hot corner. Yes, Willard's hit a couple from
nice
there.
Steal.
Cruz finishes the steal. Turns into points for the Hurricanes. A 13-point lead and another kind of an out-of-control take to the basket. He's fortunate for the Knights able to get to the free throw line a number of times here.
Watson's an aggressive kid. He kind of reminds me of a Kemba Walker kind of guy that's not afraid to go in the lane and draw some contact, and he likes the contact for sure.
As Watson makes the first, and it's a 12-point ball game.
Two guys we haven't seen yet, Miles Morgan and Grant McCarthy, check in for Bishop here in the last minute and a half to give these other guys just a breather here as we head to halftime.
And Panone replaces Patia for the Knights. Both free throws made. Minute and a half to play here in the opening half. 39-28. Bishop McLaughlin in front. On the sideline from Willard, and that's going to turn it over.
You can't ask for any more action. We're giving you a great first game. Both teams are playing pretty good. They're not turning the ball over a whole lot.
I feel like a really important final minute 15 for this Knights team to try to get this down into single digits before the half, and a whistle.
I'm not sure what that's
going to turn it over. The Hurricanes will get it back.
I'm not sure what that call was. Maybe a 10-second violation, but
Grant McCarthy, as you talked about, into the game for the first time to inbound. Gets it into Cruz. Davis in the lane. Davis scores the bucket. Minute to play, second quarter. The old Europe step inside. And going down hard was James Wani.
That's a nice strong take by Wani.
Again, drawing the foul, and we'll go to the lines.
They've gotten to the line a bunch in this first half. Yep. A lot of shooting fouls, a lot of aggressive action to the rim.
Wani, the 6'6 junior, 240, big guy. A real spark off the bench.
And again, most of this Clearwater team is from Canada, so I'm sure they are enjoying this nice winter weather here in Florida.
That's right.
Compared to that cold Canadian winter.
We got a couple of players, as we talked about, from Clearwater and one from Columbia.
Yes.
Outside of that, it's all Canadians.
Canadian basketball in the last 10 years has really taken off.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of kids coming to the States to play Division I basketball.
11-point game.
A lot of guys.
Davis commits the foul.
We've heard a lot of teams. Gonzaga's had a lot of Canadian guys over the years. A lot of the teams up in the Midwest.
Steve Nash, one of them.
He was one of the original guys.
That's right.
Oregon, Gonzaga, a lot of those guys are.
So Davis Jr. knocking down the first free throw. The official doing a good job here in front of us right now, explaining to Quentin Watson why that foul was called here along the sidelines.
You got to get to the spot first. You got to beat that offensive player to the spot, and you'll get the call if you do. But if you don't, it's going to be a block every time.
Davis makes both free throws. 50 seconds left in a 13-point game. Second quarter. Suk. Back outside. Watson into the corner. James Wani.
I think he meant to call it off the glass. He cut that one off the glass.
I credit Panone with that three, but the bank is open.
Yes.
Look at Davis putting it up. Wild shot. It is not what Coach Sharp wanted to see right there. Nope. Not what he wanted to see.
Watson tried to flop there. Good no call by the official. We're going to shoot 1 and 1.
They're going to go to the other end and shoot free throws. So 21.7 seconds remaining here, second quarter.
The one issue when you play up tempos, you're going to have a lot of those reach-in type of fouls on the rebounds, on trying to make steals, and that's going to put the other team in the bonus much quicker than if you played a little more traditional man-to-man defense.
So the junior Wani back to the free throw line where he was a moment ago, trying to get this to single digits, and he does.
Two teams that kind of remind me of is the old Arkansas Hall Razorbacks back in the day with Nolan Richardson, and when Kentucky had Rick Pitino, they would play up tempo, full court, they would try to overwhelm you with their depth.
And by the time the second half rolled around, you had nothing left in the tank.
Yep.
Wani makes them both. So it's down to an 8-point game. From where Clearwater Academy had been, they've got to feel fairly encouraged by that. They've slowed the pace of this game here in the waning moments of the second quarter.
And they've made their free throw. They've made some free throws.
They have. Davis
Wild
off the glass.
shot.
6 seconds left. Here's Panome up towards midcourt. Throw it away. A chance. And the Knights not able to get a shot off. And that takes us to the half. And Bishop McLaughlin,
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time,
with a high-flying dunking display in the first two quarters, head to the locker room after the first half, leading 43-35. Pretty impressive overall from the Hurricanes.
Great job. I mean, nice. Again, little choppy there in the last half of the second quarter. We're turning the ball over a little too much. I don't think Coach Sharp was excited about the shot being put up with 6 seconds left in the quarter. I think he'd rather it been the last shot of the quarter as opposed to. But overall, good first opening half. And again, I think Clearwater did a good job to stay in the game. They could have easily been blown out. Halfway through the quarter, they were in big trouble. They stabilized.
Stay with us from Spring Hill here on campus at Bishop McLaughlin Catholic High School. We are at the half. It's the Hurricanes leading Clearwater Academy International, the Knights, 43-35. Back in a few moments with the second half.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please keep your masks on at all times for your safety and that of others.
Welcome back live, Bishop McLaughlin Catholic High School. We're in Spring Hill. The opening night of high school basketball season. Tom James with Jason Powers and an impressive first 2 quarters from this Bishop McLaughlin Catholic High School Hurricanes team. They lead it 43-35, Jason, over Clearwater Academy.
Talking to Coach Alexandro from Clearwater, he's like, when we play hard, we played pretty good in the first half. When the effort wasn't there, you saw the dunks, you saw the turnovers, the bad shots. He's happy with how they're playing when they play hard. They made a little run at the end of the second quarter, so I think he's encouraged about how they're coming together. Coach Sharp, he didn't like we talked about the transition defense. They were celebrating after their dunks, didn't get back on defense. He wants them to get back, match up quicker, take a little bit better shots, and take a little bit better care of the ball.
I think Coach Alexandro's got to be happy. They trailed by as many as 13, did Clearwater. They cut it to 8 by the end of the half, and we're ready to go here in the third quarter.
And one thing you probably noticed in the first half, we didn't have a jump ball to start the game. After the second quarter, our alternate possession applies after that. The reason was, during the state of Florida, is adopted during COVID, they're not going to have a jump ball. They're going to alternate possessions. Nice look.
Underneath as they quickly, and a great defensive play by Watson in there to alter that shot. And
Webster
it's taken
missed
away
the
at
money.
midcourt. And all the way and scoring.
Xavier
Finney.
Finney. Nice job by Finney with the up and under.
Finney's first points of the game. And the lead back to 10.
And that's
And a tie-up, and a timeout's going to be called by Coach Alexandro.
If we happen to have overtime, the officials are going to use the coin toss to figure out who gets the ball to start overtime. Which that was pretty kind of odd.
This topsy-turvy 2020 world that we live in here. Hey, bottom line is we have basketball that counts. High school basketball getting underway. Of course, college basketball set to tip off in a couple of days this Wednesday all around the country.
The men and the women playing.
The men and the women. So for all of us basketball junkies, we're finally getting what we've long wanted, and obviously there will be challenges throughout this season. We know it's coming.
An interesting concept I heard is they're thinking they're probably going to put the NCAA tournament in a bubble in Indianapolis. Everybody's going to play in Indianapolis, it looks like.
Anything's on the table at this point. It's
so that'll be interesting to see how that unfolds.
As long as there is March Madness, somehow, some way, I think we'll all be happy.
Absolutely.
As they get it in. Here's Patia all the way. Very nice move. Went right past the defender, Webster.
Coach is very excited about Patia's potential. He really thinks with that body, with that size, that when he develops and he grows in his size a little bit, he's going to be a tremendous player.
Expect to see more as far as Clearwater goes from Tarnowski here in the second half. He's a big-time scorer. Had just 4 points in the first 2 quarters.
And again, if you're Clearwater, you have to play good position defense. Make Bishop play in the half court. Make them shoot jump shots.
And here's Barber.
Like that.
Long three from Finney, way off the mark. Barber saves it, and Davis can't finish. Barber, nice play to steal it and keep it in bounds. And here's Davis.
Out of control.
And he's going to be called for steps.
That's a good call. That's a good call.
And you got to credit Tarnowski with a great defense to get Davis off balance down there.
And not to foul.
Yep. So an 8-point game in Clearwater Academy right now with an opportunity to cut well into this lead, as close as they have been since the first quarter.
And again, talking to Coach at halftime, he really likes Watson and he likes Patia. A lot of shots out of those two.
Panome missing from long range. Panome had 9 points in the first half. Barber kicking it into the corner. Davis, yes, from three-point land. Anthony Davis with 17 right now.
Defensively, you got to make Barber shoot the ball. He's a distributor. Make him show everybody he can make a jump shot.
Knocked away.
Look out.
Davis throws it down. And And it's a 13-point lead, just like that, matching the largest lead of the game for Bishop. And quickly down the other end, we said, watch out for Turnovsky in the second half, and he knocks down that three quickly.
He shot that with confidence, no hesitation. Turnovsky, the Serbian-born player.
And he has hands in the passing lane there on the defensive end. He comes from Canada. We're up there. He was averaging north of 25 points a game. Hits a lot of three-pointers. He is a senior at 6'2". And there's the lob pass, and Mitchell throws it down. What great vision that time from Barber. And finding Mitchell for the alley-oop. Rebound from Finney and a foul in the backcourt. Could be against Kasuk, and it is.
Look, and you see Barber, the ability to distribute the ball, read the play, great lob pass right there for the big finish. He is their version of their Steve Nash. He's their dribbler, right. their passer.
Hey, Boston.
We've got the dunk counter going, and that's 8 right now. 8 right now for the Hurricanes in this game.
One thing about this Bishop team, they are a very young team. A lot of sophomores and juniors.
Davis short. A one and done, and out the other end, Watson as Barber breaks that one up.
Watson is not looking to give it up. He is taking the ball hard to the rack, and he's going to draw the contact, like we mentioned multiple times. He is not giving it up.
So Watson to the line to shoot 2. Missing on the first one. They've been to the line a lot of times. The Knights have left a lot of points on that free throw line.
And again, opening night, jittery and nervous probably a little bit, but if you're a team like Clearwater, you got to make these free throws because they're going to play up tempo. They're going to foul. Bishop's going to commit fouls. When you get opportunities, you got to make the free ones from the line.
1 of 2 for Watson. It's an 11-point lead for Bishop. And Mitchell. Inside it goes. Webster this time. Tries to get his own rebound. He is able to snatch it away. Barber's got it and throws it away. Down the other end, Watson again, a floater in the lane, and that is a really nice teardrop to cut it to 9. And a collision in the front court as Turnovsky is going to pick up that foul. Barber and Turnovsky coming up, wincing a little bit after that collision.
Hey, no, down.
They whip it back around as Finney goes down the baseline. And
great defense by Turnovsky. Jumped straight up with his hands up. Didn't foul. Good job there.
The Knights have cut down on missing out on defensive rebounds. Earlier on in the game, Bishop was picking up a lot of the offensive rebounds, not as much as they were earlier as Davis picks up the foul out here on the perimeter.
I didn't see a lot there right there. It looked like it was a bad dribble by Patia. Not sure that was a foul by Davis. But when you play that aggressive, they're going to get some of those calls. Where the reaches and when you're that aggressive with your hands, you're going to get some of those calls that are questionable. That's a good call there.
And a traveling violation is Watson can't believe the call, but it's going to give it back to the Hurricanes.
Finney got away with one there. He chopped him on the arm, but the travel happened just before the foul. So he got a break. Here's our point forward here, Mr. Pippen.
Can do it all. 52-43, Bishop in front by 9. Davis into the corner. Finney is wide open.
Nice rebound there by Wani.
Turnovsky taking it all the way. Drawing the foul. Webster called for that one. And how about that move, Turnovsky?
What do they always say? Take it into the chest of that big man and make him they typically will foul if you take it right into their chest. They like it when there's some distance between the ball and their arms for the block shot. But when you take it strong into a big man's chest, you usually get a call.
So that's 5 points here in the third quarter already for Chernovsky. Only had 4 in the entire first half. He's trying to add one more to it.
You make this free throw here, you're right in the game at 6.
They have taken back
Control of the game, the
They
tempo.
They've taken back the boards.
Yes. Much better job in this third quarter.
And he completes the three-point play. Into double figures is Darko Chernovsky. So he's got 10. And the lead now for Bishop is down to 6. Foul, and it's going to be against Watson again. Picks up another foul. That'll be 3 against Quentin Watson.
I don't think Coach Sharp will ever admit this, but I think he likes that it's a close game. I think he likes that there's some competitiveness here tonight, that it's not a 25-point blowout.
They're having to work for this a little bit. 3 minutes left, third quarter. 52-46, knocked away.
Give it up.
What a defensive play by Patia.
And just as good a play by Mitchell on the other end to break up that 2-on-1.
Into the corner, Watkins hits the 3. And just like that, Bishop McLaughlin responds and the lead back up to 9.
That's a 5-point play right there. A layup averted, and then you turn it into a 3-pointer. Nice job by Mitchell in the
Chernovsky for 3. He is deadly. His second 3 here in the third quarter. He has 13 points.
9 in the quarter. Big third quarter for Chernovsky.
Chernovsky's so quiet in that first half. Had a couple of buckets and has exploded now here in the second half with 9 points. And the pace has slowed.
Advantage Clearwater.
Mitchell!
Wow.
All the way with another jam. His 6th dunk of the night. And a foul underneath, and Coach Sharp not liking that.
All these whistles get Clearwater closer and closer to the bonus. We're still in the third quarter, so Clearwater's probably going to be shooting free throws here real soon the rest of the way. 9 dunks, Tom, for the Hurricanes.
And a 3-pointer from the corner is no good, and taken away by Davis. Davis ahead to Cruz.
Those are the turnovers you can't have. The out of control, set it up, reestablish your dominance. But these frivolous turnovers are what keeps Clearwater in the game.
Turned into a competitive game. The pace is slowed. Watkins no good. Quickly the other way.
Watch out.
Mitchell! Served up his own alley-oop. Davis with the rebound. 10-point game.
This might be a timeout.
Ahead to Cruz. Cruz up and under for the bucket. And what was a 6-point game, a 6-0 run, has made it a 12-point lead for Bishop. Quickly, Quentin Watson from the corner to cut it to 9.
That's their third 3 this quarter for Clearwater to keep them in the game. Coach Alexandros says they live and die on the 3 a little bit, so they're living right now.
Mitchell, yes, off the glass. What a spin move all the way to the 10. Final minute of the third quarter. Here's Kasuk.
Nice take.
In traffic, draws the foul. So
Willard with the push, not on Mitchell. Willard with the push in the waist.
Darian Kasuk will go to the free throw line. He's got 2 points in this game. Kasuk, the 6'2 junior, knocks down the first free throw.
Ternovsky with this interesting hairdo with the bun going on there with Ternovsky.
Got the man bun. Hey, he's got 13 points. Whatever works.
That's right.
He'll take
keep
it.
shooting the three like he is. He can wear anything he wants.
That's right.
Just don't do what Justin Herbert did. He cut all his hair off. Looked like like he was going to the military.
Kasuk makes 1 of 2. It's a 10-point game.
Jump ball, good call.
And a tie-up down there. It'll give the basketball to Clearwater, I believe, on the alternating possession.
Yep, that's right. Big possession here. You got 24 seconds left. You're down 10. You got to get a good shot here to end the quarter and not allow Bishop to get a shot before the end of the quarter. This has got to be the last shot of the quarter here if you're Clearwater. That's too quick.
And Ternovsky, yeah, but he's not going to wait.
He doesn't care. He's making it.
Ternovsky, his third three of the quarter. He's got 16, and the lead is down to 7. He's got a green light if the shot is there. Cruz rejected underneath by Wani. 8.2 seconds left in the quarter.
That looked like a pretty good block to me. Bishop got away with one there.
Called against Wani. He's got his head hung low.
That's a good defensive play by Wani, in my
Can't
opinion.
believe that one, yeah.
Just tell the color analyst to be quiet about the quick shots by Ternovsky.
Grant McCarthy misses on the first free throw. Listen,
A shooter's going to be a
always
shooter.
got the green light.
Yes, a shooter's a shooter's a shooter. You don't care how much time's left.
McCarthy misses both. 7 seconds left, and here's Ternovsky across midcourt.
Nice look.
Into the front court. Watson blocked, and a foul is called.
That is a strong take by Watson. And a good defensive play by Bishop. No layups.
So the 2 missed free throws down here by Grant McCarthy keeps it at a 7-point game. And now, with 1.5 remaining in the quarter, Quentin Watson, who's got 11 points, has got a chance to trim this lead down to 5. As little as 5 as he misses the first.
But 2 minutes ago, we were at 12 or 13, and we thought, again, Clearwater's on the ropes. Nice job by Clearwater to get back in the game, especially from the three-point line.
And Watson makes the second. 63-57, a second and a half left. They get it in. Kasuk gonna put it up. It's gonna go. Hits it. An incredible turn of events to close the third quarter as Kasuk gets a hand in the passing lane, is able to get the shot up with a second and a half left and drains it.
We're gonna have a great fourth quarter here.
Darian Kasuk has made this a one-possession game.
Folks, you couldn't see it home, but Finney, who was going to be the ball handler, turned his ankle trying to come up the court. That's why the ball didn't get thrown into Finney, which created the turnover on the opposite side of the court.
Stay with us. We have got an entertaining fourth quarter to come from Spring Hill. The Hurricanes lead the night 63-60. Buckle your seatbelt. Stay with us. The fourth quarter straight ahead. Anthony Davis Jr. has 19. Dylan Mitchell with 22 to lead Bishop McLaughlin, and they lead by 3 as we start the fourth quarter. But a furious comeback, finishing the third quarter on a 12-2 run. Was Clearwater, and what a way to start the fourth as Webster gets inside, scores the bucket, and will go to the line.
That's just effort right there, Tom. Great effort getting the offensive rebound, putting it back up. He's not super skilled in the lane, but he's an effort guy, and he's a wide body, so he's gonna have the advantage. Good job with the finish.
First points of the game for Webster. Misses on the free throw. Tracked down in the corner. So here comes this resilient Clearwater Academy ball club. Wani cut off on the way to the hoop.
If you're Coach Sharp here in this fourth quarter, you want to see his guys buckle down defensively. Lock it in, take good shots.
Watson, a floater. That's his patented move. We've seen several drop from him in that range. And the lead back to 3 for Bishop.
They're playing a little zone here, a little 2-3 zone.
From the corner, and a 3-point shot on the foul is going to be called, and Xavier Finney will shoot 3.
A bad foul there by Ternovsky. Make these guys shoot perimeter jumpers if you're Clearwater.
Ternovsky with 12 points in that third quarter, commits the foul right there, but he was really the biggest reason why Clearwater Academy International was able to climb back into this game and finish so strong.
Ternovsky with 4 fouls, so you got to be real careful if you're Darko here. You're the offensive engine. You cannot commit cheap fouls. And you're at 4 here, 5, and you're done. So be careful. Here comes Darko. He's going to sit out a couple minutes here. Hopefully you can get to the 4-minute mark here, still in the game, and you can bring Darko back in the game.
Finney has made one of his first 2. He's got one more left after being fouled on that 3-point shot. It makes 2 of 3. 67-62 with a minute gone here in the fourth quarter. Watson. Ball knocked away. Last to touch it was Watkins of Bishop McLaughlin.
This needs to be a Watson and Patia need to be the primary shooters here with this lineup. Kasuk may be shooting a 3 if he gets an open look. Got to get good shots here.
Watson for 3. In and out. Nearly halfway down on a 3 that would have cut it to 2.
A little out of control here by Bishop. Bring the ball up the court.
Watkins, no good, and that one goes over the glass and out of bounds.
If you're Coach Sharp, a little bit better on the passing. You're throwing up wild passes. Guys are having to make tough catches. Settle it down, bring the ball up the court, get a good shot.
Quentin Watson has really, along with Ternovsky, become the leader of this ball club here in this basketball game. Running the point, ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Clearwater. Quentin Watson with 11 points. Into the corner, Patia, no good on the 3, tapped back up, and taken by Bishop.
Look out.
And they've got a 2-on-1. The alley-oop is up, and Davis is able to score.
Good catch by Davis. It wasn't a great pass. Nice job by Davis to catch it and lay it up and not try to do something over the top on a dunk and miss it.
Kasuk takes it in, is fouled. Kasuk, just 6'2", never afraid to
Mix it up.
Get into the trees down there underneath.
What I like about Clearwater is when they typically get fouled, they're getting fouled shooting. We've had a lot of shooting fouls tonight, as opposed to your out of bounds kind of fouls. Very aggressive guards. They're guards not afraid to take it to the hole and either draw the contact or even dish it off.
Darian Kasuk with the first free throw.
And their guards are big. They got big guards. They're all 6 foot. They got a couple 6 foot plus guards, which you don't see a lot at the high school level. A lot of kids that are
makes them both. And it's 69-64. Dylan Mitchell has been quiet the last few minutes. Blocking foul. Mitchell will go to the line. Dylan Mitchell with 22 points.
Free throw shooting again. How is Bishop going to shoot free throws?
Nope.
Hey, the bank opened after 8 o'clock on a Monday night.
That'll be transacted tomorrow at the bank, not tonight.
It does go on the scoreboard though tonight.
It
It's
counts.
70-64.
Correct.
As he misses the second.
Ooh. Coach is saying, settle down. See where you're going before you go. That was nearly a traveling turnover.
5:41 to play. Clearwater Academy. Patia.
Oh, my Lord.
And a whistle blows. And that's going to be
Bishop is
Ball down.
reaching with their hands instead of moving their feet. Webster reached with the hand.
Webster called for the foul.
If you're a big guy, don't reach. Make the guy shoot over you.
Patia makes the first.
And Tom, at five and a half, we're in a 5-point game. If Coach Alexandro thought he'd be in a 5-point game, I don't think he would have thought that with 5 minutes to go. It's a great job keeping these guys in the game.
They have cut it to 4. All of this with their best scorer, Chernovsky, on the bench. They have been able to keep it close without him and milk some minutes.
Nice look.
Underneath, what a great pass by Mitchell, and Webster closes the deal.
That's your typical high-low. Great look from the high post for the easy dunk.
The dunk counter at 10.
Ill-advised 3 there by Panone. I think you'll get a timeout here if they score. I think you'll get a timeout.
And they do call timeout as Coach Sharp, they narrowly escaped an over and back.
I don't think he established his feet.
No call came from that. So 72-66, just under 5 minutes remaining in this game. We'll step aside, take a quick break. Back in a moment, live from Spring Hill. Back live with 4:56 remaining in the season opener between Bishop McLaughlin and Clearwater Academy International, and a good one. 72-66. The Hurricanes have led the whole way, but the lead that was once 13 is now just 6.
Short on the floater.
Watkins
Got a
can't
chance
convert.
here. Still no Chernovsky. Their coach is trying to go as long as he can.
Have him in the clutch. Patia. Here's Kasuk. Watson to Kasuk.
Oh, he missed the layup. Wow. Great look by Watson.
Opportunity right there at the rim goes awry. And here comes Chernovsky now, coming back into the game.
That was a great look by Watson to Kasuk, who missed the layup. He had a layup to cut it to 4.
And Coach Alessandro just asked him, where's my layup? Where's my layup? And
knows the importance of that 2 points.
That's right. Tarnowski back into the game. He had 4 points only in the first half. He came back with 12 points since halftime.
Frustration foul after the missed layup turned into the 1-and-1 on the other end, too.
So Webster makes the first, trying to make it an 8-point game, and well off the mark on that one. But Tarnowski in there, remember, with 4 fouls, and how about Webster with the rebound, and they score.
Bishop might have got away with a foul on the rebound there. Nice
big
look.
Time to come up with an offensive board, the give and go, and Tarnowski scores on a quick possession.
This needs to be Watson and Tarnowski getting most of the shots the rest of the way here.
Boy, Tarnowski is a heck of a basketball player. Into the corner, Finney. Back to Watkins. Tarnowski ahead, it goes to Watkins.
2-and-1.
Watson all the way, scores. He wanted the foul.
And deserved it. Back
75 to 70. Wow. 3.5 minutes left to play.
Great job by Coach Alessandro and his Clearwater team to stay in the game.
He gives it up into the corner. It goes, and the 3 ball is good from Xavier Finney. We have seen Finney in exhibition games light it up from downtown. We did a game where he hit 5 3-pointers.
It's a big 3 there to extend it to 8.
And a big miscue as Watson turned his head before he knew he had control of that basketball. That's a tough turnover with 3:01 to play.
Kind of Dylan Mitchell here turning into kind of the point forward here, initiating the offense.
Pivotal time in this game. Here is Mitchell. And an errant pass, throws it away, looking for Webster.
I don't know if Webster's the guy you want rolling to the rim from the 3-point line, but I'd like to see Anthony Davis and Mitchell in that 2-man situation.
Yeah, with under 3 minutes left, you'd think those two would be all that they want headed to the basket.
Good defense. That's a great hustle there by Davis to keep the ball alive.
Here's Finney. Underneath Mitchell. Mitchell draws the foul on an up and under. Dylan Mitchell with 22. And will shoot 2 to try to get the Hurricanes' lead back up to double digits.
We're running out of time here, so any more, if you're Clearwater, you can't really give up very much more. There's not enough possessions to get back in the game. You got to not foul, and you got to score on the other end. You got to get points here on the other end.
Well, without a shot clock, they're going to have to foul at some point, and that's going to be a problem as Mitchell makes 1 of 2, and it's a 9-point lead.
What I'd like to see is if Bishop has the discipline to understand that they don't have to shoot. You don't have to up-tempo it. Nice steal there.
And a steal. All the way. How about Joshua Watkins?
Dunk number 11.
Watkins into double figures, and the dunk counter goes into double figures. 2 minutes to play and an 11-point lead.
No.
From the baseline, no good. Xavier Finney rejected by Watson.
That's a great job by Watson.
Watson a little out of control.
Here it comes.
And Watkins had it. And Mitchell's going to finish with a windmill jam. And this place has come unhinged.
The student section going wild on the 12th dunk of the night by the Hurricanes. And that might be double digit. That might be 9 dunks for Mitchell tonight.
It is 9 for Mitchell, and a sea of masks on the far side in celebration.
And I think that about did it. That last dunk probably did it as far as the outcome of this game being in doubt.
I have counted 8 dunks for Dylan Mitchell.
Yes.
We'll get the exact number at the end of the game, but that may have been the final nail to put this game on ice for Bishop McLaughlin, even though there is still just under a minute and a half to play, and anything can happen when you've got a great talented team like this, but they have opened this game back up.
Yeah, if you are a fan of Bishop McLaughlin or just basketball in general, this is going to be a super fun team to watch throughout the year. High tempo, high flyers, and they're young too. They're all sophomore, juniors, and we're not even talking about maybe the best player on the team who hasn't played, Emmanuel Sharp, who won't be back for another couple weeks.
When you throw down 12 dunks in your season opener,
against
that's
a good
hint
team
of good things to come.
Against a good team.
Yeah.
This is not. We're not playing against me and you out there. This is a pretty good team.
Take it from a guy who called many a game in Dunk City during that Sweet 16 run for FGCU many years ago.
Yes.
They kept a dunk counter. Never once did I see it get to 12 in a game.
I mean, you just don't
Never
see
once.
that. No matter how big of a mismatch you have, I don't know if I've ever seen 12 dunks in a game. And 8 from one guy.
From one guy.
If you're the college coaches in the state of Florida, Dylan Mitchell better be high on your recruiting list.
And there's Ternovsky making the first free throw, so. Ternovsky's second is true, and he's got 18.
And again, I'm impressed with this Clearwater team. They're going to be a good team this year. Got some good players.
Davis! Not this time. Ternovsky slips, and stepping on the Quentin Watson. See, they give the basketball to.
Davis was trying to deliver a major league facial at the other end to the defender for Clearwater, but just came up a little short.
So it appears as though they'll give it to Clearwater on this.
I think he was out of bounds when he deflected the ball.
Davis was the last one to touch it.
I think he was
on
laying
the
out of
line.
bounds. I think he was laying out of bounds.
So with a minute and 12 left to play, Clearwater needs to look to guys like
Quick
Ternovsky.
threes.
He's the one that can deliver that. Here's Kasuk trapped.
Nice look.
Inside it
Nice.
goes,
Ooh.
and a block by Mitchell, and they're going to count that basket.
I think he took it off the glass. I think it was off the glass and it was blocked off the glass.
So they'll count that, and it's a 9-point game.
Again, unless Bishop really turns the ball over.
Mitchell to Davis. 13. Sweetly dunks that one home. Just barely a dunk that time. Kasuk, that's a 2. And Watson, that's also a 2 and no good. 85-74. And Davis looked for his buddy Watkins that time.
Do you think they practice these lobs a lot in practice and pickup ball in the off season? I think so.
I don't think they look as good in practice as they do in the game. This has been incredible tonight. Watson gives off to Patia, no good. The captain missing on a 3. Tough night for him tonight. The 6'8 junior captain, Tombe Patia.
They call a reach in on Finney. They're going to send Panome to the line.
22.5 left to play.
Our AD, Mr. Rex, is not very excited about the officiating tonight.
As Panome makes the first free throw. 22.5 seconds left. A 10-point game. This is the second, but Panome gets the ball tapped back out to him and puts it in off the glass. It's down to 8 with 16 seconds left. Finney gets it ahead. Davis lobs, and there it is to finish is Matt Webster with the dunk. Final seconds. Watson. The three is short. And that will do it. As Bishop McLaughlin wins an entertaining season opener
Not a lot of high
against
school games
Clearwater
get to
Academy
87.
International. Your final score 87-77 as the Hurricanes defeat the Knights. And basketball is back here in Spring Hill. What an entertaining game we've seen tonight. We'll take a quick break and come back with your post-game interviews. Stay with us live from Spring Hill.
Yeah. Can you turn the music?
All right, welcome back to Spring Hill, where Bishop McLaughlin Catholic High School has won its season opener 87-77 over this team from Clearwater Academy. An entertaining game, Coach Sharp, all the way. Very exciting. 14 dunks for you guys, but more importantly, you were able to stave off a real tough team and come away with this victory tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they're feisty. I mean, a lot of credit to those guys. I think, I don't know if some of our guys underestimated them or what, but those guys play extremely hard, extremely well coached. They play fast. They keep coming at you. And, you know, they didn't give up after all those 14 dunks and, you know, the crowd going wild. They stayed in it. They kept fighting and making shots, and, you know, credit goes to them.
I think they played into your hands a little bit by continuing to play such up-tempo the entire – and there's a difference between playing fast and playing really fast, and you guys love to play really fast. I think you enjoyed that they kept the tempo up for you.
Yeah, I mean, that fits our style. That's our DNA. You know, we want to play fast, but we got to play smart. And I think at times we didn't play smart. We gave up a lot of baskets in transition, even after making a basket on one end. So we got to, you know, clean that up a little bit, and guys got to be more focused, you know, on our traps. And, you know, sometimes, you know, you're going to give up a lot, you know, with gambling, you know, in our trapping defense. So, you know, it's a gift and a curse in that aspect.
One part of the game I think you probably would like to see some improvement is the unnecessary fouling. The fouling when you're 50, 60 feet away from the basket, that puts them into the bonus a little quicker. Because if you guys are able to play positional defense, you're going to be really tough to score on.
Yeah, and I think that's going forward. That's what we really got to concentrate on. You know, staying down, staying in front of our man, bringing help, you know, from the weak side, and not, you know, using those fouls out front unnecessarily. Just being more disciplined. That's all it is, and understanding, you know, you don't have to get a steal. You know, you just want to stay down and stay in front of your man, and hopefully, you know, we'll get a stop and get a rebound and go the other way with it.
Coach, Mitchell, incredible, 28 points tonight. You knew he had hops, but 9 dunks. He lives above the rim out there.
Yeah, I mean, that's his game. You know, he's a human highlight. That's what I call him. my Scottie Pippen. And, you know, that's what he does. You know, he's a 6'8" point guard that can create off the dribble, you know, for himself, for others. And, you know, he has NBA elite athleticism. So, you know, we're definitely blessed and happy to have him with us. And just hope we continue to get better. He still has room to grow, you know, win his game. Hopefully not in size. I'm sure he's happy with 6'8" and being able to do what he does.
Well, Coach, thank you, and congratulations on a great season-opening win. I know you guys have waited a long time for these games to count finally, so I know this one meant a lot to you guys. If we can get Dylan, if he's still around,
he's
I'd love
over
to
there. He's explaining some of his dunks to the principal.
He's got a lot to talk about then.
All right.
On that note, Coach Derrick Sharp, congratulations.
See you next time.
Right,
Great win.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks.
All right, Coach Sharp, as we'll welcome in Dylan Mitchell. Dylan, 28 points. Congratulations on a big win tonight. 9 dunks. We knew you liked to play above the rim, but you were up there all night.
Yep, I tried to compete as much as we can. We're a young team, only bringing back 2 players from last year, so we're here to compete. We're here to do everything we can. I'm trying to do everything I can for my team, so we just getting started and we're ready to play.
How excited are you for your other guys when you're able to set up your other guys for either whether it's jump shots or lots of lobs and lots of uncontested layups? How excited are you to be a distributor just as well as being a high flyer?
It's awesome. It's awesome because in my game, you know, I like to pass too. I'm a good pass player, so when I have those dudes to be able to pass to that can go up there and finish too, hard to beat. It's hard to beat.
You guys, tough competition here tonight from this Clearwater Academy team. They stayed with you. They fell behind. You guys had the crowd going early. They were able to cut the lead down to a single possession game, and you really were having to buckle down and put the pedal to the metal once again.
Yeah, it was all fun in the beginning. You know, we got the crowd here, get the crowd heightened up, but then we look at the score and we're not even up by that much. So in the locker room, our Coach Sharp told us, stay focused, this isn't over. You know, at one point we were only up by 3. We were over there laughing on the bench, but we gotta compete. So at the end of the game, we knew what we had to do, and we went out there and closed it.
Defensively, I know you guys love to play up and down the court, all 94 feet. What is the one thing you want to see out of your other guys defensively to stay in the game, to not commit unnecessary fouls, not turn over the ball unnecessarily?
Yeah, there's a lot of things we got to work on. I say one thing is definitely the rotation. You know, we do a lot of chaos where we go out there and we go trap. So when we go trap, we got to make sure we're ready to rotate, have the right rotation to keep everything covered. But once we get that, we good.
Well, Dylan Mitchell, congratulations. A terrific performance tonight by you and your entire team. 28 points.
7 rebounds, 6 assists.
9 or 10 dunks. 14 total for this team.
Great start to the 2020 season, and you guys had a great opportunity to have a heck of a team.
Thank you.
Congratulations and best of luck. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Dylan Mitchell. What a performance tonight.
Anthony
Davis joins us. That's another guy who's living above the rim tonight. You guys with 14 dunks as a team. You guys, you in double figures once again.
23 and 4 for Anthony tonight.
Yes, sir.
Terrific ball game.
Yes, sir. We just played hard, came out aggressive. That was our game plan all weekend. So, you know, we tried to come out, execute, and that's what we did tonight.
You know, it was one of those things where you guys built a lead.
Yes, sir.
They played tough to get back into this game. You had to stay disciplined, fend off their surge, and you were able to do it. How did that happen?
Just keep the energy high. That was our biggest focus coming at halftime. Keep the energy high. We got a good crowd here. It's our first game, so we were feeding off them. So, I mean, kudos to them. We was feeding off them.
One thing I noticed on the bench, everybody on the bench was involved. Even if they're not getting in the game for minutes, they're very into the game. When you all made a great play, great dunk, they were super hyped. How was the chemistry on the team? Because you got a lot of guys on the team that want to play. You got a lot of talented guys. How is it when not everybody's getting all the minutes they want to get?
Oh, we're just all one big family. I mean, we don't worry about the minutes. Like, we're all one big family, so we all got to come in together. We all got to lock in together and know the bigger picture. And our biggest picture is states right now, so that's what we're working towards.
Anthony Davis Jr., get used to this face, everybody. Him, Mitchell, and this entire team, a really good season on tap for you guys. Great win tonight.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations.
All right. Anthony Davis Jr., Dylan Mitchell, and this entire team. Jason, what a performance by this crew to start the season tonight.
Very, very well offensively. I think they got some improvements to make on the defensive end, like they were talking about, the rotations, the lackadaisical turnovers, and the getting back in transition. But if they can just stabilize on defense, this is going to be a very tough team to beat as we head through the high school season.
Tough to beat and fun to watch. And that's going to do it for us here from Bishop McLaughlin Catholic High School. The Hurricanes, an 87-77 winner tonight over Clearwater Academy International. For our entire crew, for For Jason Powers, I'm Tom James, the folks at Falkenberg Productions, and everybody here at Bishop McLaughlin. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. Have a great night, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.